Oh, maybe you need to watch the Smash JT video.
Yeah, man. I guess you missed that. I guess you missed it.
Check out the channel.
Level 857 Video Game Podcast.
Here, the Genesis from Analogue.
Ooh.
And I have here the Super Nintendo from Analogue. Excellent systems. So what it is, it's an FPGA, not an emulation basically is what it is. It's they got a chipset that performs exactly like the older actual platforms for it. So the consoles are going to play pretty much, I can't say 100%, but pretty much like how
99.99996.
pretty much how the originals will feel and play. So
Right.
timing wise and lag wise and stuff like that, it's exactly the same as the older system. Is the best way to play an emulated game. And they could actually take the cartridges.
Right.
So if you have a collection, it's the best way to play your stuff on the TVs that they have now without really going broke buying a whole bunch of different wire configurations or getting your old CRT out and everything like that.
Yeah.
But some games you have to have a CRT. But
Yeah.
but for the most part, that's what they do. And they started with Neo Geo and they made like wood systems of that. It was like high end. They just do weird stuff. But now I think they got something going on here. I really wanted, like I knew about an announcement they were going to do. And I was like, please just let it be a NES. I just want a NES. That's it. I just want a Nintendo because they came out with one and it's not available anymore. And it pisses me off that it's like a $2,000 purchase on eBay.
It's like, yeah, it's like $1,500.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
insane.
yeah.
And I saw when it was $5 and I was like, nah, I should get it. I'm like, not spend $500 on a NES. So, and then I was looking at like 2,000. Should I just get it?
No. Stop it.
Well, you know, the day you buy it is the day they re-release it.
Yeah, exactly. So they announced, to my dismay, but it's still a great thing, and I'm still gonna get it. They announced the Analogue Pocket, so it's a handheld, which plays. Let me get to the actual thing here. It's good to be prepared, folks. So it's a multi-video game system portable handheld. This is from their site, by the way. It's also a digital audio workstation with a built-in synthesizer. So a lot of people use the Game Boy, like in the homebrew world, to make music and like chip tunes. That's what they call it. So they actually put that in here because they know who's gonna buy this thing.
I want one.
I want one. I'm gonna get one.
Yeah.
These guys ain't gonna.
Just for that. No, just for that alone. Just for the chip tune.
I want to know what you do with it.
Producing.
He's a producer too.
I love it. I love it.
So out of the box, it's compatible with 2,780 plus Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games, and that's a crazy library. I probably won't play much of the Game Boy stuff, but Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance, yeah, of course, and Gargoyle's Quest.
Gargoyle's Quest.
So it works with
that cartoon back.
other, it works with other cartridge adapters for Game Gear, Neo Geo Pocket Color. Yes, I want that so bad.
Wow.
I gotta play my Marvel vs. Capcom. And actually, it wasn't Marvel vs. Capcom. It was SNK vs. Capcom.
Oh, I'm like, you don't play no Marvel vs. Capcom. What are you talking about?
You ain't about that life.
I knew it was wrong.
Chuck's like, you won't be playing that. He's about to start yelling at him.
But it's a 3.5-inch screen. This is all specs here. So 615 PPI on an LCD screen. And the resolution is 10 times the resolution of the original Game Boy. So that can do anything on there.
Yeah.
And it's overkill, basically. So the thing about these systems, so they can use a memory card in here. And you can put your ROMs on there. And they have cores, which are released for them, where you can play other systems sometimes. So if this, like the fact that they can play all those other games means those cores have to be in there at some point. If this gets jailbroken, which is, when they figure out how to play other stuff on it, they have a dock for it also where it can attach to the TV. You can attach controllers to it too. So if this can play all the systems,
Jesus.
this is definitely what I want.
Oh man.
My gosh.
Man.
All in one thing and portable.
Yeah.
It's like a tiny switch.
You'll never
for
leave your room.
Everything. You can leave your room.
You
You
will-
can go anywhere you want
point.
to. But yeah, just the fact that it can do all that and hopefully have the chance of playing everything, it's going to be $189. So it's up there for price. But the fact that it may be able to do all that stuff is definitely worth it.
Well,
I just wish it was an SP foldable type. That's what that would have been ideal for everything. But I mean,
I thought I read
it's the game. It looks like the Game Boy Pocket Color.
Don't you need an adapter for the links? I think it was.
You need adapters for everything other than the Game Boy games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So and those are going to go for like I don't think they gave a price for it, but they said like
They did not. No
They didn't say a
prices
price
and
for
no,
it.
no estimated date on them yet either.
Oh
yeah.
wow.
So I'm on the email. They're gonna tell us when it's coming up. And then
Well, I talked to Mad Little Pixel about it, and he had concerns because they've made promises about adapters for other things before, and then they eventually never came out. So he's like, they can promise what they want, but until we actually see adapters and prices,
but they gave the
then we
Sega
shouldn't
one.
even be talking about them.
They gave the Master System one with the Genesis, which is cool, and that works flawless. So I mean, they can make them. I don't know when
They can. I think he was talking like the 32X and the Sega CD and all this other stuff that was supposed to attach, and he's like,
But
none of
32X
that
when they
ever
did
came out.
announce, they didn't say when it was coming though. But you can attach this Genesis up to the Sega CD with no adapter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
The old school.
Maybe
size
he's talking 32X. Maybe. then.
32X one, yeah. Who wants that?
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
Who wants that? Bro?
Yeah.
So what do you?
RGT85 wants that. Bro.
Yeah.
The only one.
But so what do you think about the actual system? Are you excited?
Me
Yeah.
personally, I mean, here's the thing. I am extremely torn.
Okay.
Like I'm very excited about it, but then the reality of life comes in, which we were just talking about. It's like,
Time to play it.
the
Yeah.
hell am I gonna find time to play?
I
it?
was thinking the same thing.
But-
I'm like, these are all cool, but god damn it.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like,
Right?
shit,
Well, I recently saw a video you did about old school retro things and having the space for them.
Yeah.
And do you have a spot to put all this stuff, and should you keep your collection or keep collecting or get rid of them? This is a great video, by the way.
Thank you.
But this type of solution, if you were to use it correctly, I mean, you can still have your collection stashed somewhere if you want, but just the fact that you can have all of your collection, almost, maybe, in your pocket, and play it on TV, on newer TVs. You don't have to keep old stuff. Just having that option for someone who was a pack rat collector who just doesn't have the space for it and doesn't have the time for it anymore, it can give you an option to go back and play, maybe more so than, oh, it's on my wall, I'm never going to pick that up to play, but since it's in my pocket, let me try out some, one of these games for a second or 15 minutes.
Yeah, but the way I would argue that is, I got the Game Boy Advance SP, I got the Neo Geo Pocket, I got the Game Gear, I got the Lynx, I got them all, I got everything, and they're in my bedroom. I can put it in my pocket any day, and I don't.
Not that Game Gear.
The Game Gear.
Well,
If you have batteries.
I mean,
Batteries.
I know, right? You gotta invest in Duracell before I play that. But,
4 hours.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, like I have them already,
Mhm.
and I don't play them. And yes, the Analogue Pocket looks like the ultimate way to play them.
Mhm.
And I would, if I were to get it, I'd be very excited to try them out. My concern is long term. How long would I play it for?
Okay.
Would I get my money's worth out of it? And I guess if we lived in a world where we weren't in the future, which is where we are right now, we're in the future, and we have all these games at our disposal. We have a Nintendo Switch that we can bring anywhere. We have all these games that come out 30 to 40 games a week. They're all good games for the most part. Yeah, you'll get your shovelware, but I mean, there's so many games coming out. For me personally, it's very challenging to justify the purchase of that. Now, I'm not saying it's not a good item. Could be the best item in the world, but if I had infinite time, I would be the number one proponent for this thing.
Right.
But I don't have infinite time, and I think that's my biggest detraction from it.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
For
No,
you
definitely.
personally, I get it. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But sometimes what pulls me away from these big games that are coming out right now is that 30-minute playthrough Ninja Gaiden or something like that. And that's sometimes all you need. And it's not, those games aren't long. You can
No.
you can get
What
through
I'm
them in
saying,
seconds.
what I'm saying for me personally,
Oh, yeah.
I have all the systems to play them on. So if I want to play them, I don't need this.
Right.
I guess is what I'm getting at.
You're not the
How much-
demographic basically for
Oh, yeah.
for this.
Right. I
Right.
think it's awesome.
Right.
And I think if I sold all my systems, or if I didn't have them, I'd have a much more of a desire in my life to want this.
Correct.
But as it stands right now, for me personally, having these all already,
Right.
it just doesn't give me the same drive as it would otherwise.
For me, I all I care about is the music making.
This is
thing.
the-
That's all I care about. I can give two shits about the game. But,
That's why they put it in there.
but you know,
for you.
Turbo 857 says that all the games just need to come to the Switch.
Oh, God.
Oh, come on. Man. Turbo 857 is a
Quick,
big Switch.
Megan.
Well, try playing all those games with this D-pad on the Switch. Damn it. That's the problem with that. Have Nintendo
Well, the
come out
D-pad
with
on the
that.
Pro Controller is good though. It's a good D-pad on this.
I don't know. Not good for
No.
Tetris though.
No,
No,
Not good for Tetris.
disagree.
It's not good for Tetris.
Really?
No, it's not good for Tetris at all.
You both
I
have.
guess it is a little big. I don't really play Tetris on it, but yeah, I usually use the
It's got its.
I use the buttons.
It's got its problem.
The 8-bit though. Whatchamacallit?
Maybe those Super Nintendo
SN30
controller
Pro.
is probably the best one. Yeah,
Good.
and that's coming soon. That review. I'm gonna post that soon. Yeah. But Hori controller just went up today.
But that's the other thing too, is with Nintendo's online service, they got NES games.
Right.
They already got the Super Nintendo coming. Who knows what they got coming down the road?
Right.
I mean, they could easily, when the analog releases, Nintendo could just combat that by being like, "Oh, by the way, we're giving all these Game Boy Advance and Game Boy games and Game Boy Color games
Right.
with the online service too
They won't.
on your Switch." It's like, why would I want the Analog Pocket now even more? Like,
Right.
it's
Yeah.
you can. This was my whole video that I was in my basement when I was talking to my phone. You saw it.
Mhm.
Where I'm just like, why do we need all these things when we can just play it on new technology and it works just fine? Like, I don't get it.
Mm.
Okay, I love collecting.
Right.
And I love retro video games. And I definitely have a ton of nostalgia for it, but I'm also extremely torn because logistically and time wise, just it doesn't make. Maybe this is me just getting to be an old man. It doesn't make sense.
I got
Just being real.
I
Just
got
being
you.
real.
Nah, it's good. Yeah.
So
Appreciate
to end it, so if you're, this is made for if you're an emulation nut and can't get enough of playing these games emulated on something, this is the better way to play it. If you want the original feeling of how to play it, that's basically all.
What do
that
you
is.
wait? What,
So-
well, it's not emulation though. It's
No,
based-
No, it's
No, no.
an alternative to emulation.
I'm talking about if you're a fan of emulation,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's
yeah.
all you do is play these old games emulating. You're like, how come I'm not as good at this than as I was when I was?
Oh,
little?
I see what you're saying.
And it's
I see what you're
lagged. There's
saying.
something
Okay.
slightly
Yep.
different about it. If you want the
Yep.
original way to do it,
For example,
Then these are there.
I played the emulated Tetris for
not the same at all.
NES.
Yeah. Oh no.
It's different. It's way different than the actual
Timing
cartridge.
is slightly different.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The timing, everything is all different. So for
Or I
something
might
like
just
that,
suck
it's-
at these games now.
Hey, no, no,
That could
That
be
might be-
highly the case.
That
That
might be what it
couldn't.
is.
No, that couldn't possibly be. That couldn't
I
possibly-
think that's something that might be true, actually.
Get out of here.
yeah. Cut his mic off. Cut his mic.
but yeah, I'm anticipating the Analog Pocket definitely. So waiting for that email. Hey, beta breath. Y'all can send me one if you want.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, that's better.
Well, like I said, I don't want to be like a negative Nancy about it because I think it's fantastic technology,
Mhm.
and I think for the right demographic, it's gonna be amazing.
Mhm.
But similar to the Analog NT, the Super NT, and the Genesis, I have all those consoles. I already have all the wires. I already have all that stuff connected. So it's like
Right.
I can't just and I have a powerhouse of a computer that can play all these anyways. So I already have a million options.
Right.
Yard sale.
So for me personally, it doesn't make sense. But I can totally see why this is exciting for a lot of people,
Mhm.
and because of that,
Mm.
I'm excited about it.
That's
if
cool.
that makes any sense at all,
It
I'm
does.
excited
It
for
does.
people
It does.
to be excited about this.
It's gonna make a lot of collectors happy because
Hell yeah.
once somebody gets that and they sell the whole collection, they're like, oh, it'll never on the market to buy now. So
No, you can't sell your. This
Can't
isn't.
sell
This
that.
is not emulation. This
Yeah,
uses
exactly.
the cards.
That'll never happen.
You can't sell your collection
No,
of
you
these.
can use a card with it.
You can.
Yeah, you can use a SD card with it. Yeah.
But have they confirmed that
They
it's
won't
going
tell
to
you.
allow
They can't tell you that you can, but you can.
All right.
Okay.
Well, if that's the case, that's gonna kind of. I mean, I know the purists out there will love to play the cards, but if you
Yeah.
can just stick an SD card with them all in there,
Yep.
that renders the back of the thing completely useless.
Unless you're a collector. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is just a really fascinating. It's such a conundrum because it's like
Mhm.
it's that whole thing with that like meme when someone showed the picture of their holding the SD card in their hand.
Right.
and then they show in the background like all the NES games, and they're all on that. It's like
It's insane. Yeah.
it's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
What a
Well,
world.
Yeah, man.
Like, I mean, I don't think anybody, if they tell you they can wrap your head around it, they're lying.
Yeah.
I can't wrap my head around how that works. You know, it's wild. It's wild.